Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we are going to be taking a look at the yearly promotional Army Builder pack offering. This is a non-named character. It's a diver. We've continued our discussion that we've been having about the kit-bash figures that are released by Joytoy, usually around $20 or so. Plus or minus about 20%, depending where you get them. So the real trick is finding ones that don't fall apart because they don't test the figures. So this is the second of the two I've chosen to buy out of sets, and we're going to take a look at it. We're going to compare it to the original version, which is more of the premium diver versus the Army Builder inexpensive to Joytoy standards, I guess. So these are the very first figures ever that's on a card. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of a milestone for Joytoy. Maybe that's something we might see in the future versus their box style offerings. With that being said, here you go. It's nothing fancy. We have a card back. We have a bubble. We have the Battlefield Stars logo, Joytoy logo, and you see the figure and accessories that you get. So the back of the card, here is some information on the back here, if that's something you want to read. It has some kind of number 15 at the top, and there's not 15 of these Army Builder promotional pack figures. It says figure 15, but I don't think there's that. I think it's like 8 or so. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, these have these removable round tape stickers that you see on like high-end toys, that we could take it off and doesn't damage the packaging. I don't know why they went that far for these, because it's just, a basic card with hardly any aesthetic to look at besides a bunch of, legal information. So there's really nothing to see on the top and the bottom of these things. It's just a front and back card with the Vitruvian Hack style slip card clamshell. So that being said, let's take a look at the figure outside the packaging. Alright, so here's outside the packaging. Just so you know, guys, if you're giving these to your kids, take these out before you do. These are desiccant packs. These are poison, so discard these before you give these to kids. If you're buying them for your little collectors, just as a heads up, as a safety precaution. Alright, with that being said, here he is. I just took him straight out as you would take him out, and see what we have here. Pretty cool looking. He feels pretty solid. The main my concern with these would be the parts they use to make this figure flow. Just hope they use some of the same parts from the original, which we'll do a comparison here in a bit. But we can see the diver type helmet. It's kind of a futuristic looking diving helmet, because it kind of has like optics on this helmet with the breathing apparatus here. It's really hard to take this in as something that's realistic, because I haven't seen anything like this before. This is his top secret gear. Who knows? Also, what I noticed too is he has a scarf. He's a diver. He has a scarf. Imagine that. Interesting. You can see the breathing apparatus here. It does separate from the head sculpt, so you can swap it out. That seems to be pretty much a stationary piece on his vest. So you're going to remove that at all. He has some shoulder armor. If that makes sense. It's not totally sure if that's appropriate for the overall military specialty, I guess. On the back here we do have some yellow tanks that are pre-affixed to the vest. We have some pouches for some gear. Hopefully they're waterproof. So we have the plastic connectors and cloth straps. Then we have a belt that's underneath here. It's a black belt. Comes around the bottom. Devices on there. He has some elbow pads, because we don't want him to scrape his arms on the coil in the ocean, I guess. We have black gloves, and we have these little rings that are popped on there to give it a deeper glove appearance. They do rotate. Okay. Gray wetsuit. or is that gray pants? We have some thigh pads I like to flop around. We have this one, some more pouches, a little waterproof. Along with that one, we have these really cool silver shin guards, just in case he gets ate or bitten by a shark or some type of sea life. And this comes down to his feet. We have some silver here, some flippers. See if these things are removable. They look like they are. Take those off, and we have this heavy metal gear on his feet. Hopefully he doesn't sink too far because he's got about 10 pounds of leg gear. So it's not staying too light in the ocean. But yeah, he looks cool. Does it make sense? Well, I guess it's up to you in person. You know what you want, or you know what your thoughts are on that. Try to raise this up. I like to keep those like above the thigh, like just below the thigh cut there. So we'll look at the flippers here in a sec. Let's see, articulation as is. His head does rotate. It's on a ball joint. He has a side to side, back and forth. We have the rotation on the arms, 360. He can get a T pose for the most part. Single jointed elbows, get you about 90. We have the ringy type of rotation there. The hands rotate 360. Of course, they have the up and down and the in and out because they're just on a little ball joint there. There seems to be some kind of articulation in the waist or chest area because of that vest and gear. It's going to limit that rotation at the waist. 360. I'm not going to do it all the way. I don't want to have stuff break. One of my main concerns here is the crotch area. You can get a decent split. It seems like they used corresponding crotch with the legs from the kip bashing. He has kind of a decent sitting position if you want to stick him in one of your on your rafts or on your tack boats. I was kind of thinking about trying to army build. I wanted to create some type of, I don't know, to lack of a better term, a SEAL team. I don't know. I kind of want to honor SEAL Team 6 in my collection. I was looking for a SEAL team. May have to do with the classified GI Joes because I'm not totally sure if I like the aesthetic of this figure, because it kind of doesn't give you the diver kind of feel with all the kind of misplaced gear. But there's actually work very well if this is something you want. It stays together. There's no separation. The joints feel good. There's the thigh rotation you can see there. Double jointed knees. His feet can kind of move down and up. And then you can rotate them around the ankle if you want to do that. There's a lot going on there. That's some serious weight. Those are metal plates. So the good news is the most problem areas for these kip bash figures were the heads, the necks, and then the crotch and legs. That's where issues come across a lot. So just messing with this while I'm talking. I'm going to try to raise mine up. I brought the heat just a little bit to get these to be where you want them to be seated to your preference. But one thing we're going to look at is why we have a scarf. I know why, but I'm going to show you. I'm betting because it has a chicken neck is what I'm betting on, but now I can't get him to stand up without the flippers. And there you go. It comes with an alternate head sculpt. You see, it kind of has the same lenses, but he has the mouth exposed, which is definitely kind of off-putting because he gets out of the water, he does his mission, but like this apparatus is going to be up in his face, and guess what? It comes off, but I just twisted it off. You can see it wasn't painted there, but there's some glue in there. See that shininess? It was glued. Now, so if you actually wiggle it enough, you can get the glue come off. Maybe if you heat it, get the glue come off. that makes more sense for the other head sculpt, which I'm going to leave that off because I want to take a look at something. But I do like the vest though. Except for a big old pig hole there, different colors. We're going to take this head off and okay, see what happens. I took his head off and then the scarf flew into the black hole on the floor. If you guys ever drop anything, you kind of know what happens when something falls like that. Alright, I come back from the black hole. I did find my scarf. It's kind of what it looks like. But why do we have a scarf on a diver? Who knows? So comparing the head sculpts, I can see here. So let's leave that off. See what we got going on. This one's kind of tight. And okay, it's in for the most part. There we go. So here he is without that scarf. Okay, straight, as you guys can see, and that's why these figures and some of the other figures have scarves. Because of the chicken necks. Why do we have chicken necks on Joytoy? You guys remember, if you're an old school collector, you used to have problems with the pistol cases. They never fit the pistols. And he was one of the problems. And then they kind of took a while for them to get to fix that. And now with the chicken neck, and this is what I'm kind of explaining to you guys with some of the other offerings, is, you know, the head sculpts look terrible on some of the bodies. They don't match them up. So, but you can get a decent range without that scarf on there, or looking down at least, not too much up. So I'm going to try to pop this off again, which is relatively easy. Let's put on the original and see what we were hiding with a diver with a scarf on. What got me on this one, I didn't see the scarf and wasn't paying much attention to that, and then so you look up, you look fantastically down at the center. There's a chicken. That's what we have a scarf for. And if we would put this apparatus, breathing pack, whatever you want to call it, on here, and that's what we got there. That's how that comes across without the scarf. So it definitely looks better with the scarf. It fills it in a little bit better there. But yeah. So I will not be army building these at this point. You might also see me playing with this because like when you move the head around, it's kind of like you got to get the neck in the helmet. See how it sits aside. Yeah, so I guess like the last couple of videos we've been having a discussion versus the premium figures. They put more thought into, in my opinion, versus these kit bashes. So here on Black Sky's Reviews is telling you to use caution when you buy their yearly promotional army builders, unless they watch this video and they learn from it. That's the whole point of this video, to share my knowledge with you guys, and maybe Joytoy will stop sending free stuff to everybody else and maybe fix their stuff that people are actually buying their products. What do you think? So let's put the scarf back on. So it kind of hides the chicken neck. Which one do we like? Let's see. Guess we'll use this one. That way I can put the apparatus or thing back on when I'm done. But for now, we're going to set that aside. If you guys are interested, I'm going to show you the flippers. And he stands out very well, but he does not stand very well. So just something to keep an eye out for. And if I knock him over, trying to get the other flipper, you can see there's this pig holding his feet. Kind of beveled a little bit there. Pretty solid for the most part. Looks pretty good for the flipper part, at least. Goes over there. He comes with some other stuff. Comes with 2 alternate hands. I came over trigger hands for both sides. If that's something you desire. It comes with a sleeve, a knife sleeve, It kind of goes somewhere on his person, so that's kind of cool. It's got to be more likely probably on his arm, I'm betting, because that doesn't look like you're going to get on the diameter of his leg. Here's the knife. This looks pretty cool. I like the sculpt of it. The blade looks cool, and then obviously this fits in there. And believe it or not, that fits nice. No tightness, no rubbing, but stays pretty good. We found something cool. So then we throw that over there, and he comes with his firearm. He has a assault rifle that seems to be undersized, even for 1/18 scale figures that these are. This is quite small for an assault rifle. Very, I mean, here we have an M16, it's 1/18 scale up there. You can kind of see that he has 3/4 of the size. So, yeah, that's been up there. If you guys ever wondering what the hell's going on with that up there, I'm working on trying to make that an armory. I have never got to it yet. It's one of those customs you start. Not very custom, more of a display thing. I gotta go and make custom, find all my guns that I just want to have for like display this extra from whatever I got them from. And I have to make custom hooks and everything to fit in there because the design there of just putting on the little nubbies, it doesn't work and they fall all the time. So I'm working on weapons, hooks. Just, you know, if you are interested in that. His hands are super soft. If you were interested in what why that's hanging out. He said I had 2 of them there for a while, fell off. Never put it back. I got around trying to find the rest of my guns so I can fill that in. Maybe someday when I have time, when I'm not working all the time, trying to support my family and my hobby. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you just want to help the channel out, it doesn't cost you anything. It just, it helps us make these cool videos so I can show you what I've learned and share my knowledge with everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you for every way to support the channel. But there you go. He holds up quite well. It's more of in a size of a submachine gun versus a assault rifle. So there you go. Now let's go ahead here. Since we have, I'm gonna go grab the other diver, which was a premium price figure, and we'll compare them. Alright, so here we are. We're back, and here is our premium versus our yearly offering. So you guys tell me which one do you guys like, which one looks better as a diver. Let me try to spin this around one hand. It looks a bit shorter. Yep, it's definitely shorter. It's a shorter figure. So, and then here's a look at those legs. It looks like we do have the same piece on his feet, but we don't have this big shin guard there. And there's that knife case, I guess. It would go around the lower leg, but not the upper leg. I'm not sure if that's going to happen unless you take this off, which is always an option. You can see the difference in the gear. Looks like the same vest, same apparatus, different colors. The arms are different on the armor and offerings there on the diver itself. Kind of has some paint there. The blue, the back. So, there you go. There's the persons. And you do get more accessories with the green version versus this yearly promotional one. Okay. See, he is a little bit shorter than that. Whereas the other figure just a little on the taller end of the 1/18 scale. So you see the weapons you go with that. With this diver, you see everything on that person. You do get 2 flippers. You do get another gun, or actually this, I believe, is a harpoon gun. Because you get this piece, and that one doesn't come with it. Or you have the extended version where you can put the hose or wire or whatever in here to make like it's been shooting out. You do get a alternate hands. You get 2 alternate hands, and I'm sorry, 3 alternate hands. And then you get another head sculpt. You can see that's kind of painted better for the overall diver. This looks more like a tactical helmet versus a diver helmet. The green, I guess how they paint it looks tremendously different. And then you get that assault rifle, which I probably see why it's smaller, because the original offering is a smaller figure, and it kind of looks a little better than the larger rehashed kit bash pieces. So this is around, I think they came out like 38 bucks. I think I got on sale there for like 30 bucks, and he's 20 bucks. So leave it up to you guys to decide on which one you like better, which one you, if you like either one of them. So there they are. I guess for me, the green and black one is more of the aesthetic that I'm looking for. It looks more, sells me on the diver thing versus some type of whatever going over. It looks like we have a trooper that has cloth clothes on, not a rubber suit. He just maybe put some diver's gear on, and then he had to do some kind of underwater mission or save somebody. It's not a diver per se, I guess. He's just a guy that had a mission he had needed to do underwater, but not for long periods of time. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hope you guys like this look at the divers. If you do, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you in our next review.